MIT researchers just released a 6-step prompt that doubles the quality of AI output, and this is what happened when I tested it. I'm Jose. I've built AI workflows for leaders at Columbia Business School, Deloitte, and Silicon Valley Bank. The reason this prompt works so well, it uses something called recursive metacognition, which gives AI self-correcting properties. Most people ask AI a question and it just spits out an answer, without any context, without any depth. But recursive metacognition forces the AI to think until a certain criteria is hit before answering. And it's much more powerful than just clicking thinking mode for the model. So in this video, first, I'm breaking down what recursive metacognition actually is and why it's the secret to better AI outputs. Then I'll show you the 6-step prompt from MIT that activates it, and we'll run a live test. You can see the difference yourself. Recursive metacognition. It's the architecture of self-correction. Most people use AI linearly. You give it an input, you get an output, and you're done. But that's very fragile and surface level. This gives you very generic surface level answers that aren't technically wrong, but it gives you that feeling that AI doesn't really understand your unique context. And if the model makes a mistake, the whole workflow breaks if you're using the prompts within a system. Recursive metacognition changes that by forcing the AI to audit its own work. First, recursive. In computer science, recursion is just a method where the solution depends on solutions to smaller subproblems of that same overall problem. In plain English, that means looping. It means we don't just ask the AI to do the task once. We create a loop where it can retry and refine its answers until it meets a specific standard that we've added in the prompt. The second part is metacognition. This is a concept from psychology. It literally means thinking about your thinking. Large language models don't naturally do this. What they are a prediction engine. They guess what the next likely word is. They don't inherently stop and ask, wait, does this logic actually hold up? So metacognition is the process of forcing them to step outside of that generation model and into a more critique mode. When you combine these two, you solve the biggest problem with AI at the moment, System 1 thinking. Standard prompting is like System 1. It's fast, it's instinctive, but it's prone to hallucination. It's like an intern guessing the answers to try to impress you. Recursive metacognition forces Systems 2 thinking. It's slow, deliberate reasoning. It turns the AI from a guesser into a reasoner. So how does this actually work in a prompt? It follows a 3-step cycle. Draft, critique, and refine. Draft, the AI attempts a solution. Critique, it pauses to verify its own logic against multiple constraints and parameters. And refine, it rewrites the solution based on that critique. It's an infinite loop of improvement that only stops when the answer is right or hits a certain confidence level. Now, let me show you the exact prompt I use that MIT released in order to get this Systems 2 thinking every single time. This is the prompt. For every complex problem, decompose, break it into subproblems, solve, address each with explicit confidence from 0 to 1, verify, check logic, facts, completeness, and biases, synthesize, combine using the weighted confidence, reflect, if the confidence is below a 0.8, identify weaknesses and try again. For simple questions, skip to direct answer. Always output clear answers, the confidence level, and key caveats. Here is my question. Under here's my question is where you would put in your request, or you would type in the prompt you would usually write. Instead of just one-shotting a prompt at a complex problem, we break it into smaller little problems. We give the solutions of those smaller little problems a confidence level. We then verify with logic, facts, biases. We then combine that weighted number, that weighted confidence level from all the other subcomponents. And then if the confidence level is below that 0.8 threshold, then it has to go ahead and identify the weaknesses and retry again. You won't get this type of performance just by one-shotting the prompts. So this sounds great, but let's put it to the test side by side. Let's compare this prompt with a normal regular prompt and see what differences we get in the output. You can get the prompt in the description below. I put a link for you to access it. And if you're a B2B company wanting to scale with Agentic Workflows, there's a link in the description to book a call with me as well. We have two instances of Google Gemini Pro. On the left, we have the metacognition prompt from MIT. And on the right, we just have a one-shot prompt. The prompt being, I run a B2B agency with 10K in monthly recurring revenue. I want to scale to 500K a month in strictly 6 months. My total marketing budget is 5K a month. Create a month by month execution plan to achieve this. And it's the same across both instances. So let's run it and see what type of results we get. There's two specific things that stand out to me regarding these two answers. The first one is in the metacognition analysis. We have a lot more details on overall what needs to happen in order to be able to achieve that goal. Another thing that stands out to me is the reasoning and logic. So here we have the subproblem of to hit 500K a month with a standard 3K retainer, you would need 166 clients, mentioning that this is impossible in B2B. While in the one-shot prompt, I never mentioned anything about a 5K retainer, and it just automatically assumed that that's what it should be. And it's saying that I should need 100 clients. So essentially what it's saying is I need to get to 100 clients at 5K a month to hit this amount, the 500K a month. While under the metacognition one, it's telling me that in order to hit that same amount, I would need clients paying at least 5 figures with a base plus performance. So it could be a base of something, and then performance would then make it up in order to get that higher 25 to 50K a month. Completely contradicts the one-shot prompt where instead of 166 clients, it came up with a solution where we could hit that revenue amount with 10 to 15 whale clients or 50 high ticket clients, which is much more achievable than trying to get over 100 clients at 5K a month. As I mentioned earlier, if you want this specific prompt from MIT, it's available in the description below. If you're a B2B company looking to scale with Agentic Workflows, there's a link in the description as well to book a call with me. Until then, I'll see you on the next video.